Pretty far from fucking okay.
Welcome to the podcast where we talk about anything and everything that comes out of the crapshoot. I'm your host, JD. This is my co-host,
Hi.
James. I call him
What?
James. Everyone else calls him Jimmy. It just works like that.
Nobody calls me that.
A
Nobody
lot of
calls
things
me
have happened
that.
this week, James.
Things have happened?
Hey, we're finally back to the good old reliable format.
Vsauce.
It's been a
Michael
while. It's been a while. You know, I took a quick run down to the
I took a
to
pill
the
and a
pier,
pizza.
and it led us here. It always comes back to here. So you know,
What's
it always
Thanos'
it always
speech?
makes me it always makes me laugh, James. Whenever
Yeah.
the relationship between you and your chat, every time I think about it, is just it makes
What
me
are you
chuckle a
talking
little bit.
about?
It makes me chuckle a
talking
little
about?
bit.
What happened?
Because
What happened?
you both secretly pretend like you like each other, but I know that you both you absolutely abhor you can't stand them.
I hate
And
them, dude.
I know the reason why.
I see them and
The
I'm
secret.
like, oh my god. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. I
Wee,
don't want to
woo.
hear it.
It's because they're your coworkers. And that's the big secret. I mean, I was gonna keep it from
My
you, but I
chat
didn't
is my
want to.
coworkers.
Yeah, I didn't want to like ruin the secret. But I felt
Curious
bad
Blake.
keeping I felt bad keeping it from you. So
Yeah, you put them up to this.
I mean, I don't know them. I just know that they told me in DMs who they were, and they were gaslighting you the whole time. So they made you think that Kiri was Russian, when in actuality he's just the most, redneck American countryside dude you could possibly think
Blake.
of.
He's Blake from work.
Yeah, on the weekends he takes his 20-year-old Ram truck out to the countryside and his 22 and shoots some
gophers.
rabbits. Yeah,
Yeah, shoot some gophers.
shoot some
And then
gophers.
shows me a video of it, and he's like, "Isn't that cool?" And I'm like,
Yeah, and
Is
then
it
you
sporting?
go on your stream, your nonverbal stream, and then
I
he
talk.
watches that, and
I
then
talk.
he goes, "Oh my god, this is just not super interesting to watch." And then he watches my month-old crapshoot episode, writes a comment, says, "Hey, these sound effects, they're annoying. Like, just some constructive criticism. Don't put them in there." And then I'm like, and I just have a big old smile on my face when I'm reading that comment, because I knew in the back of my mind,
because you were like, "How can I gaslight the chat into thinking this is James?"
in the
But
back
it's
of my
you,
mind,
JD.
I
It's
knew
all you.
it's validated me. I thought the sound effects weren't funny and they were annoying. And then this guy's like, "Hey, those sound effects, they're kind of annoying." I'm like, "Yes, I know."
JD's over here in the corner,
know.
just excitedly yelling vindication.
I stand up from my chair. I go, "I
Vindication.
know." I throw my fists up and I punch the skies. I know. I
You
feel
throw your
you.
hands up in the air, you drop to your knees, and you start screaming, "I win!"
Anyway, that was just funny that comment happened, because it was kind of an old episode, and it came out of nowhere.
It was a ways away. I forgot we.
It came out of nowhere.
Episode.
It was the Johnny Somali one that we did about a month ago.
It was pretty funny to get the message from you of it.
Yeah. There's also some new updates about that, by the way. Just thought.
Yeah,
I should
he's like trying to like
mention
apologize for it and stuff because he realizes it's real.
Wait, what?
I heard that he was like trying to apologize about it.
Johnny Somali?
Yeah, he's like, I didn't understand the consequences of my actions. I greatly apologize. Like he's trying to like
what you're talking about, that happened a while ago, and that was also not
I'm sorry,
true.
I'm not terminally online like you.
I know. I know you're not. I know you're not. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, to provide the content, to provide the stories to talk about, provide the brain rot to consume.
You're gonna make an Ethan Klein content nuke on me?
I am. Just wait. Just wait, buddy.
The James
right after I never do the live, the epical music roll reaction, then that's gonna drop.
Epical the musical.
So I mean, he did apologize in quotation multiple times, like on camera, but they were all just like, it's just a goof, an act. He didn't actually mean it. because like
It's all a
directly
mirage.
right
You're not
after every
real.
single time he's apologized, he just goes straight back to the whole I don't understand these people, ching ching chong chong. That's what he
Oh,
said by his words, not mine. His words.
I gotta make it very clear to the listeners here. I'm not the one saying
That's what
this.
he said. I
These are
didn't say
his
that.
words.
But
Your
he had a
Honor,
trial.
I didn't say these words. Johnny
He
Somali did.
he had
I'm
another
just quoting
trial
him.
2 days ago on the 15th in Korea. And at this trial, he got hit with, I think, three more charges than previous. So now he's up to a total of 7 charges.
Hell yeah.
So he's
Speed
looking
running
at
those charges.
he's looking at three interference of businesses charges. So 7-Eleven, that's the one that we already knew from the last trial. So 7-Eleven,
Right.
there was one that he was on the bus. He was delaying the bus, and I think he was playing monkey sounds on the bus, and then the bus
He's
driver got
he's
angry at
just
him.
he's just a genuine like he's like one of the old school like villains of like cartoons and shit. Like it's not really like the worst crimes, but God, is he just such a
It's
nuisance?
really annoying. Yeah, I mean it's
It's
similar to some. It reminds me of some dude who always keeps playing sound effects during when we're trying to do a pod. We're talking about something serious like people dying and stuff, and you just go ha ha. You know, you do the fucking clown horn or the vine the mistimed vine boom.
yeah,
But
JD, I get it. You really want to get the audience on your side, but I think the audience knows us
well,
well
I
enough to know
that's
that
the great
your
thing, James.
bullshit. They
That's
can
the
they can
great
smell
thing.
your bullshit, man.
That's the great thing. I don't have to get them on my side. They always were. They always were on my side.
JD, they're
I know
my
you don't
viewers.
understand
They're
that.
they're
Like
they're never on either of our sides.
you can't possibly comprehend like people being on the same side as you. But it happens, man. Like people have people on people's sides. You know, they're not alone.
That's my secret, JD. My fans were never on my side.
So he was interfering with the bus, and I guess they take public transportation pretty seriously in Korea. So that's another count
Yeah.
of interference of business. A new one popped up during this trial, and I think it wasn't
Jesus.
in the books or something because the guy I watched the videos, Legal Mindset, he didn't know about it, so it surprised him during this trial. He went to Lotte World. It's kind of like a kids amusement park. Remember that amusement park?
What?
He went there and he
Fuck
was
is
he's
Lotte
charged with
World?
another interference of business there. So
Huh.
third one, three interference of businesses.
That's three, folks. That's
This is
three.
also the
How many
trial
more?
where his deepfakes were being charged too. The previous trial, none
Did
of
I
the
forget
deepfakes
about
were
him
being
doing
charged.
deepfakes? What?
Yeah, I don't know if you knew this, but a while ago, he created a bunch of deepfakes
Oh
between
no.
him and a bunch of Korean influencers, YouTubers, those kinds of people.
Yeah.
And there's two charges for that. So one of them is male on male deepfakes. So basically, he just deepfaked himself, like making out with a bunch of male
Oh.
YouTubers, male influencers, and he was spreading
Oh,
it. You know,
like
he
one of
created
those
it,
kind of
spread it
deepfakes.
around. Yeah, and people were watching it on the stream and stuff. They take deepfake charges pretty seriously in Korea. I heard it has mandatory prison time, so yeah, 6 months, I think.
Hey, Johnny Somali, for 5 minutes, can you not just add like the most severe crime that a country can hold against somebody to your
There,
record?
yeah, it's
5 fucking minutes.
every single time I hear updates about him, it's just like, oh, he's guaranteed jail time, guaranteed jail time. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, I don't know about that, James.
In the back of my
I'm
mind, I'm like, give it
thinking,
another month. He's about to get more.
I mean, he's basically already serving a
He's
sentence.
going.
He's
He's going
stuck.
for the.
He's still in Korea, by the way. Still stuck in Korea. It's been like
I
what,
don't
six
know.
months
I
ish.
I think he can. I think he can go for the record.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he can swim. The dude's got
He
legs. The
can try to
dude's
get out
got
of there. He can try
arms.
to get out of there.
He looks well. He's not in shape, but he could swim. Like the skinny fat on him could help with the buoyancy. You know, he could probably get somewhere. Uh, yeah. So the male on male. So he just like deep faked himself kissing a bunch of dudes up
So
there.
is the problem that it's
100% straight,
deepfaked,
by
or
the
is
way.
that it's men?
It's sexual harassment. and it's a deep fake.
Okay, because you keep referring to it as the man on man. So I'm like,
Well, because
dude,
there's
is
also
the
a
problem
second
that
deep.
it's two men
Well,
or that
there's
it's a
also a
deep fake?
second deep fake charge, and that was
Oh my
man
god.
on girl. So
Okay.
that one is also well, they consider deep faking, making out a sexual crime there. So
I
let's
agree.
keep
I
that in there.
agree.
There is one against, so there's a male on male sexual harassment and there's a male on female sexual harassment. Both of them are deepfakes. Two different charges.
Both of
Uh,
them.
yeah, and the male on male one is combined, I think, because there's
The
multiple dudes.
unamused. Yeah.
There were multiple dudes like YouTubers that he deepfaked.
Oh my god.
So they're all combined into one. And then there's the separate for the girl Bong Bong. He also deepfaked himself kissing her and
Sorry,
spread
her
that
name
video around.
is Bong Bong.
Yeah, Bong Bong. I
Okay.
don't know if that's her actual name or if that's her influencer name. So I won't say anything else about that, but she's just referred to as Bong Bong. So anyway, two deepfake charges. Both of them were dropped. No,
Yeah.
both of them dropped this charge. They weren't dropped. We just knew about them now during the trial. And then his two minor crimes acts is still there. I think his harassment with the fish, and him twerking on the bus. So both of them are still there. He already pleaded guilty to 3 of those things, which was the I think both the minor crimes acts he pleaded guilty to, and he pleaded guilty to the inference business on the 7-Eleven and the bus, I think. So yeah, but so he pleaded guilty to everything except for the deepfake charges. He pleaded not guilty to those. So there's going to be a trial, another trial. This one is going to be like the one where you bring in people to get their side
I
for
really like know when
the
he
trial.
doesn't have a trial happening though.
Testimonies, I think. And that's going to take place in August. So more content, I guess, and he's gonna have to stay there in Korea until August, and probably even further. He's probably gonna be stuck there until sometime
Fellas,
in 2026.
fellas, how many more crimes? How many more crimes do we think he can rack up till
I
August?
don't know, but if he keeps doing it, he's just gonna prolong his stay in Korea. I heard that he really doesn't like being in Korea right now.
Maybe,
He is
maybe,
itching
just
to
perhaps
get out of there.
stop doing what he's doing.
What? No.
Just a
What?
thought. Just a
What?
thought.
No.
Man, I really hate this country, and it keeps charging
No.
me for crimes anytime I do illegal acts.
No.
I should do more illegal acts.
Well, you see, James,
I should really keep doing
thinking
more.
is not his style. Okay.
Why
That's why we all
Johnny
love him.
Smalley doesn't
That's why
think
we all
through what
love
he's
him.
doing before he does
Okay.
it?
Yeah.
Did you say that's why we love him?
Yeah. So there's another trial. Stay tuned for August 13th. I guess after that is when the next update from him will be, unless something
Ladies and gentlemen, you won't
crazy
believe this.
happens. Like he becomes a murderer or something, like kills someone, or someone kills
You won't believe
him.
this. His 84th charge has hit the second tower.
Sir, turn on the TV. It doesn't matter what channel. So
Mr. President, Johnny Smalley has gained yet another charge on his permanent record.
yeah, so so anyway, new charges hit him. You know,
Johnny
he
Smalley,
didn't like it.
my
He's
favorite
stuck
streamer.
there. He's
Favorite
gonna be
streamer of all
stuck there.
time, Johnny Smalley. I'm gonna get him out of there. That's my guy.
He's gonna be stuck there until August.
That's my streamer.
That's my streamer. That's my guy right there.
What if-
He's over there,
what if
guys.
Trump genuinely
Guys,
just
relax,
fucking showed up
relax,
on television and just said, "That's my streamer."
relax with all of these fake news. Okay, he's over there, overseas. He's helping me build the wall over there. Okay, that's why he's over there.
He's
Okay,
our
all of
forwarding
these
up-
fake news
he's our forward
saying that
team.
he's annoying, saying that he's stuck there. It's all false.
He's not annoying. I watch him all the time. That's my streamer.
So yeah, I just wanted a quick Johnny Smalley update. But there's some other things that I want to talk about this this podcast. Let's get
What's up, man?
yeah. YouTube ads. They're annoying. Much
Okay.
like Johnny
Tell me
Somali, they're
something.
in my
Tell me
face.
something I don't know.
It's like a cycle now. It's like a bi-weekly cycle where 1 week they just don't show any ads like at all. I'm ad free. And then the next week it's just like two unskippable 2-minute ads. I'm not kidding. They're 2 minutes long. I can't skip them. I refresh the page and then it gives me new ads that I can skip. But I just thought that was crazy for me seeing that. And I keep getting this. These ads are insane, James. I don't know if you get these, but I keep getting this one specifically about a robot dog AI. Sorry, it's not an AI.
Oh,
It's about
the one that's the robot dog, but it's like
yeah.
so clearly
It says
just
it's
a
a
video of a real dog.
yeah. It says it's a robot dog, but it keeps playing. It's playing. I think AI generated videos of a
It's an AI
small
generated
dog.
video.
Yeah, it's an AI generated
Dude,
video of a real dog. So
I can't believe we've never talked about this. I get that ad so often. It's just
yeah,
become like part of my
that's like
daily
every
routine.
other ad kind of ad too. Good thing is it's skippable, so I don't have to watch through the whole thing. But I kind of do. I should have, because I wanted to see. Maybe we should have
Just
go
a
in
little
and bought.
curious.
Yeah, I just should have went to the website and bought a robot dog from them, man. I'm sure it looks exactly like what they showed in the
Jake,
ad.
you didn't do it for the show? You didn't do it for the bit?
No, but they play so the video is like
My
it's like a
God.
small brown Pomeranian or something, some kind of really small dog. And it's 100% not a robot in the video, but it is AI generated.
It it reminds me of those videos of the yarn cats. I don't know if you've
Yeah.
seen those, but it's the AI generated video of like, oh, a cat, but they're made of yarn, and it's just the most terrifying fucking thing I've ever seen. Like it's genuinely Eldritch horror made like real. Like I didn't think that we could physically make Eldritch horror like proper, and then somebody AI generated those videos. I'm like, dear God,
Sometimes AI
it's
AI videos do
fucking
get a little
horrifying.
bit, yeah, they get a little bit cosmic.
I don't typically feel like put off by videos. Like I feel like I've seen enough stuff to like, just be like, yeah, it's par for the course sometimes. That I wish I didn't see
You
it.
watching live leak like 100 men getting beheaded, and you're just sitting there watching it
Yeah.
with a straight face, going, mm-hmm.
Yarn cat.
And then Yarn
No,
Cat possibly goes,
no,
ah,
turn it off.
no, make it stop.
It's me shaking in the corner of the theater. No,
You
no, no,
curled
no.
up.
Wait.
Yeah, but that robot dog AI has been really bugging me. It's either that or it's some ad for like this new Gooner Gotcha game that comes out. I actually do
Sorry.
appreciate those ads. Thank
Dude,
you.
AFK Arena, is that the one you're talking about?
No, it's not AFK Arena. It's something else.
I
It's
keep
always
getting I
something
keep
like
getting
random.
I keep getting AFK Arena ones, but it's like
And
Gooner ads.
also it's a
And
different
it
game every single
sucks.
time. By the way, it's
Mine is purely
it'll be
AFK
like
Arena, and it's
AFK
so annoying.
Arena, Echo Copolypse, Echopolypse, Echo-opolypse. No,
Apocalypse.
Echo-calypse. That game.
Apocalypse.
Maybe Nikki got us a war, and then some other random ones like some random
Sorry,
common name ones like
maybe Nikki, Goddess of War. Is that the
Legends of
name of the
Avarice.
game?
It's Goddess of War colon Nikki. Yeah,
Fuck off.
yeah.
So
First of
it's
all,
so
I
lazy.
don't mind. I don't mind those kinds of ads. It's fine. I like looking at them, and then I skip. But the robot
Dude,
dog
they
ones,
aren't
they get me.
shit,
They're
sure.
annoying. I don't like them. Those other ones, I'm like, hey, maybe the ad, maybe Google does know me. After all, maybe the algorithm actually does know me. You know, I know
Algae Rhythm has your
you
back.
always fail. The algorithm always fails to get you, James, but it I think it's getting me. It's like halfway there.
I I wish the algorithm wouldn't fail me, but God does it keep doing it still. Can't open up Instagram. It's fucking minefield.
Dude,
I
the Instagram ads, I've seen some VTubers react to like Instagram Reels memes where they just like make a brand new Instagram account or something and they go onto Reels and they're like, what are we gonna find? And it's like they get into some of the craziest, like it's like one of three things. It's either like the most gooning, edging brain rot you've ever heard. Like me
it's
at the
so
store
bad.
behind the huzz then tap them on the shoulder or turn around so they could suck my dick and they spell it like that. It's like DIH now.
Yeah, I don't know what's with that. I hate that. I hate that.
I don't know why it cracks me up, but it's the stupidest thing ever. So it's either like Gooner bait. It's
It's
either it's Gooner bait or it's incredibly racist, like a super racist meme. Uh, usually it's like
for some reason there is no in between.
it's no in between. The video's
No in
always
between.
it's always like 360p or lower in resolution, and then it always cuts off on like some random clip of somebody screaming the N-word or something like that.
Yeah.
That is the next one, and then the next meme is a wholesome meme, like maybe like an animal video or something, like a cat, somebody playing with their cat, and that's it. That's like the only three types of videos that show up in reels and
There's
maybe
only three
shorts.
videos.
My shorts don't look like that, but I think it's because I'm not on a new account and it's not been messed up. So hey, hey,
Hey, look at us.
I mean, I'm tempted to look through some Instagram reels myself. I've never used Instagram
No,
reels,
JD.
so
No,
I
JD.
gotta get
Don't
in
look
there,
through
dude.
Instagram
I've
reels.
got to get in there, man. Because some of the memes I've seen crack me up,
I gotta
dude.
get out of here.
They crack me up. William loves to send me Instagram. He loves to scroll through Instagram reels and then send me
Of course
like
he
the
does.
worst one he's seen like all day. So I'll just like
Yeah, William seems like the
yeah,
kind of
I'll
guy.
pop. I can't look at it in public. If I get a DM from him on Discord, I cannot look at it in public. You just can't do it. You can't. He showed me a reel of the other day of a reel of Yee's new album that he dropped.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, dude, you have to look at
What,
this. Check this out. This is a banger.
what
And then
are
it's like, I think it's the
did
one
he
of the
really call it a
songs name was
banger?
like
Did
World
he
War Three.
unironic? Hold on. Did he unironically say it, or is he making a joke saying it's a
Like,
banger?
not a joke. No one actually. I don't think believe that anyone
No,
actually
JD.
listens to Yee
People
for real.
actually they do. Some people actually do.
Well, first of all, I've heard a little snippet of the song, and it's both
It's
hilarious.
yeah.
It's hilariously bad.
It's so shit,
First of all, it
dude.
sucks.
It's so
Secondly,
bad.
the lyrics are
No.
super funny, James. Because so I went to the gym with William the other day. We were driving on the highway, and he's just like, "Do you mind?" And he turns on the he turns on the radio.
Is he,
Or like he pops it, starts playing a song on his phone, and it's Yee's new song, and I'm just staring at
sorry,
him while
sorry.
he's playing it, and
Moments before disaster happens. Do you mind?
he's like gestures toward his phone, eyebrow raise. Do you mind?
What are you gonna do? I'm just gonna put a little music on.
Just a bit of tunes, fill the silence in, and I think the lyrics go something like
Poopity
she
scoop.
want a new Lamborghini. She wants a new Lamborghini. Hitler did nothing wrong, so just immediately goes into like
Dude, it's so bad.
so
Have you listened
it
to
actually cracked me up.
the Heil Hitler song?
No, it was just the one where he
Are
starts
you
rapping about
aware?
as like a girl who wants a Lamborghini, like a an expensive car, and then the very next lyric is about like Hitler and the Nazis and stuff and how they did nothing wrong.
It's dude, that's what they're all about. Because
Yeah,
he's so fucking brain rotted that he literally can't actually physically talk about anything other than Hitler anymore. He's genuinely so far gone as a human being that his brain no longer functions normally, and he can only talk about Hitler.
yeah. I mean, he's gone, man. I mean, speaking of him,
He's fucking further than gone,
I
JD.
saw a little clip of him in like a black KKK
Oh, the
outfit.
Black Klansman outfit.
Yeah. And the only reason
It's
I saw that clip was because Johnny Somali has that same outfit in Korea. But he said he was going to wear it to his court date. Johnny Somali did. He didn't. And instead,
you Joe would lie.
after the court date, they were caught on the roof of some building filming like a photo shoot or something where Hank is just like taking pictures of him in that outfit. And I guess he's just posting it to his Discord or something and being like, hey, rocked up to the court in this outfit and stuff. But they have the same outfit. Yeah.
What is wrong with us as human beings?
You mean what is
Why?
right? Because that is the funniest
No,
shit I've ever
no.
seen.
Yeah, you need to watch more
Sometimes you need a
things.
little spice in your life, James. I know you love to see the world in black and white. You just wish that everybody Everybody stayed the same.
I wish,
Everybody was a
I wish
potato
people weren't,
farmer.
pro Hitler.
Everybody
Whoops.
everybody woke up in the morning at 9
How
o'clock and
yeah.
stuff.
I just wish neo Nazis didn't exist. I
Oh,
know.
do you, James?
Tough
Do
ask.
you?
Tough ask. According to my dad, I don't.
Yeah. And according to me, you
Unless you
don't
got the,
either. And if everyone says
unless
that you
you got
don't,
the,
then what are you really?
my dad thinks I'm a Nazi because I'm like, yeah, I don't think Israel should kill people.
Well, I mean, you are a Nazi, but that's not the reason why.
He's like, you're fucking, you say you're Nazi shit. I'm like, what part of that's
You
Nazi?
keep spouting your Nazi stuff, James. I have to cut out all of that from the podcast, by the way. If you
Yeah.
guys made it this far and like, subscribe. The episode's not over,
If
but
you
I'm
guys
just
made it
telling
this
you that
far
you
in,
should like and
thunder.
subscribe. But I do have to edit all that out. Hey, you know what? Leave a like,
Yeah.
leave a comment saying, JD, I appreciate how much effort you have to put into these episodes to make
God,
James
JD.
seem like a semi-decent person.
I'm
So,
so glad you put so much he doesn't effort in.
like if Instagram Reels became a person, it'd be named James. No,
No,
no
it'd
underscore,
be
last underscore, name underscore.
it'd be named Yee. Sorry, yay.
Yay. It'd be named Yay, spelled Y-E.
Yeah.
Uh,
Dude, no, like all of his new songs are literally just all about how his wife left him. He doesn't see his kids anymore.
it's
He
sad.
loves Hitler.
It brings
It's
tears
like
to our eyes, man.
all of them are just genuinely him saying and doing that. And then I saw a clip of Joe Rogan talking about it with somebody, and he's like, and thematically, they're not bad songs. They are. I hate to say this.
Well, yeah, they
They
like the
are
theme
still
of it.
not good.
It's like the beat
Taking
is
away the words and message, it's still not good. It's still his worst.
the
I
beat.
hate to break this to you guys.
Okay, the beat is fire.
Yeah, you want to say it a little more confidently? You want
I
take
don't
two?
have to. I don't have to say it more confidently because everybody
You
knows.
sure?
Everybody
You
already
sure?
knows.
You sound a little nervous. I
I'm
heard a
not
little tremble in
nervous.
your voice when you said the words.
There's always a tremble in my voice. Don't make fun of it. I can't control it.
It's too late.
Stop.
It's already emotion. Oh my god. No, but I'm so glad we're talking about this. I've been wanting to talk about it since I heard about it.
What Ye's
I don't
album?
remember who, yeah, somebody brought it up in chat and they told me like the names of the songs and then they sent me a picture of the lyrics and I kind of wrote I was partially reading them aloud because I didn't know what he said in them. And then I
Right.
stopped reading and they were like, "You got to that part, huh?" And I'm like, "Did you guys want me to say this?
Yeah. Say
Were
it,
you trying to
James.
get me to slip up?"
You have to say it.
Well, JD, are you not aware? Ginger people are black now. I can say
Uh,
it.
I could drop the N word whenever I want.
No, no. There was a little trend that somebody on TikTok started where they're like, "Hey, you know what? Ginger people, you're black now." And then just like it was a joke, but it was like people running with it, where it was like a bunch of ginger people showing their culture and everything. Uh, by just like doing like just doing
Ginger
dances and
culture?
shit.
What is that?
It was just a joke about like how ginger people have always been black, so they were like
Right.
doing traditionally black stuff. Uh,
Oh, okay.
but then some people had to ruin the trend. JD, can you imagine how some
No,
ginger
how?
people they had to do a little, Kanye moment.
I don't understand. Elaborate.
They decided, yeah, we can say the N word.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can talk about the black on black crime statistics.
Yeah.
And how it's definitely not fake or anything like that. Just it was just started to spiral immediately. It was like, well, you can't have anything, I guess. There's always gonna be somebody that fucking ruined it.
Of
Gonna have
course.
a nice, peaceful, harmless joke that somebody decides, hey, how do I make this the worst thing ever? Hey, this
Well,
actually
that's why
sucks.
that's why everyone hates the gingers.
I thought you were about to say something else, a different kind of word.
A different kind of word that is
Has a
rearranged
very
ginger.
similar first, a very different word.
It's
Does
similar to a
involve some ginger
rearranged
people.
lettering of ginger.
No, just the way it sounded. You get
Oh,
that
you
first
you wish,
letter off.
buddy. You wish you'd get me like that, buddy.
According to my dad.
Well, of course.
I still don't. Dude, I don't know what his problem with me is. Being like,
Well,
yeah, I don't think Israel should kill innocent civilians. You're a Nazi, Jim.
You're a
I
Nazi.
am.
Yeah, you are.
I am.
You
In this
hey,
scenario
hey,
with that parameter.
I know sometimes you walk down the street and you go think and you think, I'm not a Nazi. You are.
You are.
You
You
are a
are
Nazi.
nuts.
You just don't know it yet.
Oh man.
Kaneki Ken is in DVD.
What the
I
fuck
thought I
is
should
that?
mention that because
What's Kaneki Ken?
that's been on my mind for a while. First of all,
Is that
Kaneki Ken
that
is from
anime that
Tokyo
just got
Ghoul.
that live action?
He's the
Oh,
main
right.
protagonist in Tokyo
Forgot
Ghoul,
about that.
and DBD is Dead by Daylight, so that's new. He's the new killer in Dead by Daylight.
Oh, Willie Mafton, I thought, was the new killer.
I don't know if you knew that there is a trailer on their official page.
I've only seen the FNAF clip. I literally know
Yeah,
nothing else about Dead by Daylight right now.
I don't play Dead by Daylight, but I just thought it was funny because Dead by Daylight does some pretty crazy collabs, and they
Yeah,
kind of come out of nowhere. So
they did one. I know they did one with that like really popular horror manga artist, and he made like a bunch of creature designs for the
Junji
characters
Ito,
and stuff. I think so.
I don't know. I haven't heard of that, so I don't. I just guessed the first horror manga
I
creator
know
that popped
he
up in
had
my
that
mind.
anime that just like came out a little bit ago on Adult Swim, and it got really ridiculed for the fact that the animation quality dropped in the second episode,
Oh,
and it was
dude.
like
Speaking
using
of
like
animation quality, not to be a little off topic, I just to say that's all I
no, go
wanted
ahead.
to say about DVD. Kaneki
Yeah,
Ken. He's in
really
there
good.
as a killer. He's cool.
Are you gonna
Uh,
say animation quality because the third season?
no, I'm about to say animation quality dropped, and because guess who just watched the third season of Invincible, James,
Oh,
who finally finished watching it.
you finally got the PNG Invincible.
Yes, I was watching Invincible season 3 because I was studying for my finals, which is today, and there's still one later that I have to wrap this one up for. But I was studying for my finals and I was watching Invincible on the side, season 3. And my God, do I have to say that everyone's saying that this is peak, this is peak. It's not peak. It's okay.
I will say the fights are really good.
I think every episode outside of the last one, I'd probably give it like an average 7 out of 10. I think it's pretty good. That's pretty good. They're all right. You know, I don't think they were boring or anything. The last episode, I'd give it like a 9 out of 10. I like the fights. I like the choreography. They really stepped up. Well, I guess they stepped up the budget in the last one because the animation
I think
went from PNG moving to like actual animation.
I think the last two episodes are my favorite of the season. The Aaron Paul one is really good. Don't get me wrong. Powerplex is done very well, and like
I didn't like
it's so
Powerplex's one.
dumb. You did or didn't?
I didn't.
You didn't?
It was
What
good,
didn't you
but
like about it? Let's talk about it.
it's boring. I have to say, it's just the whole episode is there's just nothing happening.
I like it because I like the story idea, but I feel like it definitely feels like I wish the last three episodes had more time and weren't so rushed. You know?
Like they spend like a whole episode on this dude Powerplex. My God, he's lame. He's just this dude.
I want
His
truth,
sister and his niece die
justice.
in like this. Yeah, he sounds like that too. It's hard to
That's
take
just
us
Aaron
seriously
Paul's
when he
voice, though.
goes like when he
That's just Aaron Paul's voice,
you could
though.
hear him be like, "You can't keep getting away with this."
You can't keep getting away with this.
Yeah, but his whole arc is just my people I know died in this incident and I hate Invincible. And then that's the entire episode and they just keep saying that like the whole episode. I wasn't like super tuned in to it, and you know me, James. I'm not super big on character development or good
Yeah,
plots or anything.
you hate when there's any writing at all.
Well, I mean,
You're like, I wish
I don't
this
hate
was
it.
actually.
It's just when they focus so much on it, it just becomes boring. Because it's just like, dude, I don't care about this random dude who probably doesn't even do anything like in the next season. But
No, he has multiple reappearances. It's actually a really good thing about Powerplex as a character.
that's great, I guess. But during his episode, like you'll see him, you'll be like, oh, you know, I feel sorry for this guy. His family died and everything. And then you see him watch like the whole Invincible fight with Omni Man, and then he goes, yeah, that's Invincible's fault. And then in your mind, you turn it off and you be like, yeah, this guy's just insane, whatever. And
Yeah,
then you move
no,
on.
he's very.
And then you move
His
on.
motivations are very dumb, but it's also
After
very
that, that's
emotionally
over.
charged.
You move on. But you don't
I
move
like it because
on.
it's definitely like somebody looking for someone to blame for it.
And
And
then
while he
dude,
doesn't exactly see that it's like actually not Invincible's fault,
and then little
he's
bro,
he's
he goes out
he's
and then he tries to
infested
get
his
Invincible.
own
He tries to
brain.
fight Invincible like 7 different times, and every
Yeah.
time nobody cares, and it just keeps on. Like the first time it happens, it's like, "Oh, that's pretty funny, you know. Shape Master or whatever goes and fights him and gets his
Shape
ass
Smith.
kicked.
Get his name right.
And then the second time it happens, he's like, okay, well, you know, it makes sense that you do it again.
This is
And
why
then
I'm
he
saying
breaks
I
out, and the
wish it
third
was
time it happens, and then you're like, okay, this is is Invincible going to show up now? No. The fourth time it happens, Invincible shows up, gets his ass kicked like every single other fight. I have to say, Invincible in this season is exactly the same as Invincible in every other season. So
this
he's
is why
kind
I
of
was
not a
saying I
great
wish
character.
it
He's not a
wasn't done in one episode and span.
he's not an
Because it
interesting
feels like
character.
it's too if you broke up like the him trying to fight Invincible and nothing happening, like he's being taken as a joke like over the past like the last ending of the season and everything. You know, like nobody's taking him seriously. Everyone's treating him like he's not an actual threat. Like he can't actually do anything. You just build that up and up and up until like the final thing where he's got his wife and kid tied up and everything.
Oh, that was his
Spoiler
wife and
alerts,
kid?
but the show, yeah, that was his wife and kid.
Yeah, I knew that, but I mean, he kills his wife and kid. Good.
By the way,
Fuck them. I don't like them
I
either.
think they changed the design of his wife to look like a certain actress, Kristen Ritter,
Really?
because in Breaking Bad, his girlfriend is played by Kristen Ritter, and like that's
They did.
exactly how she looks. She
That's
like,
really
I
funny,
don't
actually.
I don't know how to explain it, but she looks like
That's
that's
really
how she
funny.
looks. That's just exactly how she looks.
Yeah, that is pretty funny. I like that. But he kills his wife and kid. Good riddance.
Yeah.
Fuck them. I don't like them. Sure.
Uh, yeah. Again, I wish it had buildup, and that's my only problem with it. That the Invincible War, I wish it was at least 2 episodes instead of
Yeah,
one.
the Invincible War is like half an episode, and then
Dude, and it kills me because like they added so much to it. Like they've changed the dialogue for the better between the Invincibles. They changed up how certain moments play out and stuff.
yeah, it's like a whole. It's the whole season 3 is like a blue ball, man. It's like
It
they're
is.
teasing like the hype. They're hyping up every single fight. Like, oh, Invincibles, he's super strong. He's about to go ham against these two guys. Two dudes duking it out
get stronger
at
by
Ram
getting
Ranch.
angrier. That's
Two
not
dudes
how it works.
ripping it out at Ram Ranch, and then every single fight Invincible's in, he loses like Genos in One Punch Man. And guess what? It's just like season 2, where every single fight he gets into, he gets his ass beat. It's just like season 1, where every single fight he gets to, he gets his ass beat. And it's
I
just
will
the
say,
same thing over and over
It's
again.
better than season 2.
It's worse
I
than
will say
season
that.
2 because
No,
he gets his
it's
plot
infinitely
armor.
better.
He gets his
fix,
plot armor
like, so
extra
much
thick
shit.
in every single fight in this season too. Like,
I will say they fix Oliver.
I like Oliver actually. I appreciate
he's
the
so
fact
much.
that Oliver is exactly like how I imagine a little kid, like a good little kid with superpowers would be, where he'd be like, "Yeah, I want to fight. I want to kill these people. I want to just
Dude.
kill them." And then Mark, being a little pussy
fucking-
bitch beta he is, he's like, "No, we don't kill people. We don't kill people." And then he gets his ass beat anyway. And then Oliver actually does things in the season. By the way, Invincible does nothing in the season.
Oliver, after killing the first Mauler brother with the fucking half-lidded eyes, is so scary.
Invincible actually
Because
doesn't do
what the
anything in this
fuck?
season. He's just there.
It's well, he's doing a lot. He's just spread out, so he's not like we
Well,
don't get to see him like do very specific.
he's in
stuff, which
he's
I don't
in
mind.
these incidents, but he's really
Yeah.
I think he's only handled like
He's on ground
2
zero.
small dudes in the whole season. How many variants did he kill? Did he take down in the
He didn't
Invincible
kill
War,
anyone.
James? Just a little quick quiz for you.
He didn't.
Like, how many did he
stop
take
anyone.
down? How many did he stop?
I think one.
No, 0. He didn't take out a single one because you know what happened?
I don't.
He
What?
fought them, but he didn't. But guess what happened? He fought Mohawk Mark at first, right? He runs into Mohawk Mark, fights
Right.
him, but he doesn't
Well,
take out
he
Mohawk Mark.
does. He
Powerplex
does
takes out
briefly
Mohawk Mark.
Well, no, hold on. He does briefly subdue him, but then like the other guys show up and they start kicking his ass, and so he doesn't have the chance to keep him down. And then like he's like, okay, I got this interrupted. So I would say he did beat him.
I mean, I just watched this. I just watched it. So they fight each other, and then Mohawk Mark is actually kicking his ass. I don't know if you remember that, but he kicks his ass, and then and then he gets backup from like this new group of heroes. I think I kind of like them. It's like Miss like Captain
Kid
Marvel-ish looking
Thor.
character, Kid
Uh,
Thor with the hammer. They come in and
right.
they
What
start
are
beating
their
the shit out
names?
of Mohawk Mark after
But
Invincible gets his ass beat by Mohawk Mark.
they are. I think they have their own solo run in the comics too. Is
That's
those
cool.
characters,
And then
which is
Powerplex
why
comes
like
in
they
and
have
he
so
shits
much
on Mohawk
emphasis.
Mark. And then Mohawk Mark, he gets knocked out from all these guys, and they drag him away, but he escapes. Like later, he escapes later, I guess. And then they skip. They must have skipped through a bunch of stuff because then it's Invincible and Eve flying through like the destroyed city, and then they fight these two other variants of Invincible, and they get their asses kicked. Eve like almost dies, and then Mark is just sitting there on the ground, be like, "No, but Eve, you're gonna have to die, but I have to hold back. I can't
Oh,
kill
that's
them.
cute.
I can't kill them."
He marries the girl with the boxing gloves in the comics.
He goes,
They have a whole comic devoted to their marriage. That's
he goes,
cute.
"I can't kill them though because I don't kill people. I'm too strong. I don't want to hold myself." First of all, I don't like Mark because he keeps saying that he's holding back. He's holding back and he doesn't want to kill anyone, but he's weak as fuck. He actually is weak as fuck. But he keeps saying that he's strong, but he's not. He's not actually that strong. So I don't. So
You're
he's
not
just
strong.
he reminds me of those 5'4" dudes that are like, "Yeah, sure, dude, I'm up in your shit. What are you gonna do, man? I'm up in your shit.
What are
I
you
can
gonna
take
do,
you
man?
down easily." And he's talking to like
Oh,
this
man.
6'6" gigantic behemoth bodybuilder, and he's just like, "I'm holding back, bro. Hold me back, hold me back." And there's no one. There's no one around him holding him back. He
Okay,
has
her
no
name's
friends.
Knockout. What's the blue guy's name?
He has no friends. So he's like, "Hold me back, bro. Hold me back." But he doesn't. But he doesn't have to hold back because he's weak.
Whoa.
He doesn't
Oh,
actually win
JD, hold
any of
on,
these
real
fights.
quick. Cease your yapping for a
Yeah.
second. Check out the way they fucking drew Cecil here.
Uh, what's this?
Why he look like that?
His face is a little small there, but
He looks like a baby.
his face is a little small in that head.
His face is a little small. A little.
So yeah, I mean, they even like first of all, his training arc lasts like 2 minutes. It's like the very first episode. There's 2 minutes of him thing, and then he gets one of his very rare dubs in his training arc where he manages to beat up this 8-year-old giant Cyclops kid. So
No,
congratulations, Mark, you did it. And then
they
he
were
fights.
training the
He
kid,
loses
if
to Dark
anything.
Seismic. Dark Seismic. He summons like a bunch of these random
Yeah.
lava
To be
golems.
fair, a lot of people lost the dog size.
Well, guess who didn't? I don't know if you remember how this fight went
Adam
down. So
Eve, Rexplode.
I don't know how you remember this fight, how this fight went down.
I
But
don't remember it that much.
Doc
Very
Seismic.
forgettable episode.
So the main villain in Doc Seismic's fight is this big old centipede thing,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know if Mark is just holding back because he doesn't want to kill the centipede or something. Maybe he just doesn't like killing animals either.
He
Monsters.
just doesn't like killing life in general.
Yeah, so I guess he's holding back here, right? Which, by the way, every time he holds back, he almost gets everyone killed. Uh, but plot armor comes in, and they're like, "You can't die right now, so we're gonna move
Oh,
on."
that's my favorite character, plot armor.
Yeah, so he gets bit by the centipede, like stabbed by it, and then poisoned, and he passes out. And then Cecil comes in with his murder robots, and then they just kill everything. They kill all these these random
right,
monsters
the
and
murder
shit,
bot,
and
the
they come in
murder
and they
men,
take
the
out Doc
Animen.
Seismic, and then Mark
The
attacks the
Reanimen.
robots, and he's like, "Bro, I had to hold back, bro." And then he rips the robots in half, and he goes over to the Pentagon, and starts ripping out all these robots in half. And Cecil in this season is like a Giga Chad. His shit just works. It just works, man. Like his robots,
It's maybe the first
they
time
do shit.
Cecil shit was on check.
Cecil's shit, his shit is working. Like his little ringing device, his like kill switch
Cecil,
he planted
he's
in
got that shit
Invincible's
on.
brain. That shit works. His murder robots, they kill stuff. They save people. You know what Invincible does? Nothing. He doesn't do anything. He gets his
No,
ass
he
beat.
kills the murder robots.
He kills the bots that saved everyone else. And then he goes,
Well, he kills them
and then he
because
goes,
they're
"You
fucking
still,
inhuman creations,
you
to
still
be
have
fair.
Sinclair working for you, bro?" And then he's like, "Yeah, what are you gonna do about
I mean,
it?"
to be
And
fair,
he goes,
valid,
and then he flies off, doesn't do anything.
No, it's valid. It's a valid anger to have.
Yeah, sure, it's valid. Sure, it's valid. Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
Sinclair's a monster who kidnapped college
Sinclair,
kids
but yeah,
to
but now he's a
cut them
badass.
apart,
Okay.
including his best friend's boyfriend.
Yeah, fuck them. I don't care about that. They should. By the way,
I know you don't care.
that's what the animators said because they're in like 3 minute screen time in this season.
No.
He's like his best friend.
Oh no,
He's like his best friend, and they're in like 2 episodes. And
guys, JD left. I don't know what he's up to. He pushed out. He couldn't finish this video. He knows his opinions are just so wrong.
Sorry, I'm back. So they're in like 2 episodes, and maybe like maybe they have like 20 combined lines in this whole season. They first of all, both their scenes are like in bowling alleys, and then they have like one other scene.
They
And
they
then
they
their lines,
animated
I
it at the
shit
same
you not,
time.
their first lines in every scene is, "I'm winning at bowling. You can't beat me." And then Mark goes, "Oh, why did I do this?" He does that. That happens twice in the season. 2 episodes that
Are you
happens.
sure? I
Yep,
don't
that
think
happens
it
twice.
does. I really don't think they do bowling more than once, JD.
They
What are you
do go
talking
bowling more
about?
than once. They go
They
bowling
do
first
go
time.
bowling.
They
They
go
do
bowling
go
the first
bowling.
time early in this
They
season
do go
to show
bowling.
that he hangs out with his best friend still. And he goes, "Man, you're really good at bowling." And then William's birthday happens later in the season for plot reasons, and they go bowling for his birthday because he likes bowling.
Well, JD, just because your friend William, his birthday happened, that doesn't have anything to do with the show.
Well, his birthday has not happened yet, but and,
You
and it
just said
also
his
doesn't have
birthday
anything to do with
happened.
the show. But
You
anyway,
just
so
said
he
William's
loses
birthday
his fight with
happened. What are
Dog
you talking about?
Seismic. That's like the
JD,
first big
what are you
fight.
talking about?
Does
What are you talking
literally
about?
nothing in that fight. Didn't save a single person. Cecil had to bail him out, and then go through a bunch of
And
random
Darkwing. Don't forget
backstory
Darkwing
stuff that
was
I don't
there.
really care about.
Darkwing's
Uh,
there.
Mark,
Invincible's like, whoa, why do you have these like two psychopaths working for you? And then
honestly, I
Cecil's
forgot.
like,
I even forgot
wubba lubba
Darkwing was a
dub dub.
character.
He
I
is
was like
so
looking at him.
freaking cool.
He's like, I saw Mark freaking out about Darkwing, and I'm like, I don't even know who this guy is. Honest, I remember
Uh,
seeing him in season 2, but I don't even know I forgot what he
Darkwing
even does.
Darkwing unironically is the meme about Batman. He'll beat you up for jaywalking. He'll like
Yeah,
cripple you.
that's
That's
cool.
literally what Darkwing is. He won't just beat you up with his advanced exoskeleton that's supposed to give him like a fighting chance
Yeah, where
against
he
like
goes, "I
superpowered people.
understand," and then he get pushed away.
He not only can like beat your ass with a advanced exoskeleton that gives him like advanced strength, he can also throw you into the Shadowverse, mind you, a
He
world
brings you to
of
the death
monsters
realm.
and demons. And
He
he's just
brings you to
doing that to like
Brazil.
petty
That's what his
criminal.
superpower
Like
is.
it's literally the to Brazil meme. Like that's unironically what his superpower is. And then like again, another valid crash out. Yeah, why would you have this guy who murdered people for literal non like non-actual crimes, like not real problems? You Cecil,
Shit,
you sent me here
that's
to
base as
stop this
hell.
guy.
I respect that. That's base as
Yeah, I
hell.
know you do. You're a big cop fan as well. We already know this, Jay. We know what you are.
I respect that. That's based as hell. And then so
Respect
Invincible
that. He
crashes
says I'm
out.
a
He
bitch.
crashes out, and then he stops working with Cecil. And then
Yeah.
and then
It has a great fight scene.
I don't remember whether the fight scene was actually not super amazing. I think the shots were
It
well.
was
Like
very
the
quick.
image, if you took still images from the fight and put it in a panel in a comic, I'd be like,
It
yeah,
was
that's pretty
more of
cool.
a showing for Rexplode, my hero.
I don't even. I actually Rexplode also doesn't really do a lot, like fight
He
wise
does
in
though,
the
JD.
season.
He does.
I just watched it, James.
I know you keep saying I just watched it. You're wrong though. He does.
I
It's
mean,
why I'm like adamant that he's good because I
in
know.
in the Doc Seismic fight, he was already captured because he was naked.
I'm not
They
talking
caught
about
him
the
off
Doc
guard. I'll
Seismic
give you
fight.
that. They caught him off guard.
The Reaniman fight.
So the Reanimen fight, first of all, it's not really that long, and the part you're talking about where Rex explodes in it is at the very end when Mark shows up
It's
to
at the
the.
that's the whole fight. What do you mean? There isn't much of a fight before that. It's Mark laying on the ground. I don't know if I'd call that part of
I
the
don't know
fight.
if you remember, but Mark follows Cecil into the Pentagon,
Yep, he follows
and
him
then they
into the
both
White
walk
Room.
into
Then
the
Cecil,
White
then
Room.
Mark's like, "Why are we in the White Room?" And then Cecil's like, "Go home, Mark." And then
Yeah,
Mark's like, "No, I'm
and then
gonna
he
tell you
tears
everything we do."
apart,
And when Cecil's like, "I really wish you didn't say that."
and then
Boom, click, and then they have a little conversation. And then Cecil does this, whoa, and jumps to the side and clicks the button as he's jumping away as it sets off the thing. And Mark's like screaming and everything and then they start to be on him, and then he flies away, flies to the fucking what are they? Guardians of the Globe. And he's
well,
like, "There's
you,
something in my
you
fucking
forgot about
brain," and
Cecil
Cecil's like,
chasing him during the
"Nobody get
fight. There
involved,
was a
kick his
chase
ass."
sequence, by the way, during that fight. He's flying away, but Cecil's like teleporting after him, trying to activate the kill switch on him the whole
Mm-hmm.
time. And he does actually do it multiple times. He falls out of the
It's not
sky.
a kill switch. It's more like a
They put
Hey,
a they put a little
here's
sensor in his
crazy frog
brain.
on
They
repeat.
put a sentry
Yes.
kill switch in his brain where it's just like
No,
it activates this wave thing,
no, JD, they put 5 hours of crazy frog on repeat in his brain.
which
That's
I
what
don't
they did.
understand how they
That is
managed to
what they
do
did.
that. Did they just did they cut open him to put that in there?
They imply that the last time he was in the hospital, they implanted it in his brain.
They just took the opportunity when it's what his head like cracked open from something else to put it in there. Because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure can't they actually cut him open if they wanted to, or is that just, I'm pretty sure they
No,
can.
I think they're using the opportunity of him being in the hospital so they get to like work on him.
I'm saying that it's because he's like stronger in this season. I don't know when they put it in him,
Why'd you say
but
that with quotes?
because he's stronger, but he acts but like every single one of his fights goes exactly the same way as every other fight that like happened in the previous 2 seasons.
I just I listen. I didn't mind it. I thought it was good.
I mean, I wanted
I
more
wish it had better
development, I guess,
animation.
from the main character because I thought Mark
You
was
don't
like a
like
cool
development.
guy. I understand season one that he's like weak, he's still, training to get stronger and he's losing fights. And he's winning fights against like small dudes and stuff, but he's losing fights too. And it's like, yeah, it makes sense. In season two, they just keep that thing going. And it's like, okay, well, I mean, he's going to get strong eventually, maybe season three. And in season three, he doesn't. He just gets his ass kicked again and again. And it's like, oh my God, man. Is season four going to be exactly that? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna be like, oh, I don't want to kill and stuff. Even though at the end of this season, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill. He's not. He's not. He's in next
Well, to
season,
be
he's
fair,
gonna be like,
he
yeah, I'm
did
gonna
think
try and
Eve was
kill
dead
him.
when he did it.
And then he's gonna go and try and kill him, and then then some random thing's gonna happen, like a bumps his head against something, drops him. Whoops, he escaped. So I so the centipede fight, Doc Seismic, that fight happened. He got his ass kicked, and then
Mhm.
he gets his ass kicked in
Mhm.
the Cecil
Mhm.
fight, mostly
Uh-huh.
because of
Uh-huh.
the sound thing,
Uh-huh.
his sound weakness.
Uh-huh.
So he gets his
Uh-huh.
ass kicked in
Uh-huh.
that fight too. By the way, he almost
Uh-huh.
dies. The Reaniman like beat the fuck out of him, and the Guardians of the Globe have to come in and save his ass. And that
Are we
was at
talking
the
about
very
yeah,
end.
the reanimate? Yeah.
Yeah. So he gets his ass kicked again at the Pentagon and in the Guardians of the Globe by the Reaniman by Cecil. And then he flies home.
Cecil,
Uh,
I need you.
I don't remember when the next fight was. I only remember like the last half. No, the last like three
The next
episodes
fight,
really well. But
I think the next fight literally is the Maulers.
was it the Maulers? Yeah. So the
I
Maulers
think
break into
so,
the
because that's like the
military.
very next episode, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Like
they
Mark,
break into like
him and Oliver.
the
Mark's in the
military
blue suit,
base.
which I realized why I don't like the blue suit as much. It feels more naked in a sense, if like that makes any sense for me to say.
I don't mind the suits. They're both
It
okay for me.
When I say it feels naked, it's lacking that third color that like covers a certain area, so it like looks really empty in certain spaces.
It's boring. It's
Uh,
bland. There's only two colors.
it is, but it's the dark suit arc, so you know what are you gonna do? Every fucking superhero for some
Dude,
reason has to go through
dark
it.
suit arc, but like his arc is exactly the same. It's the same arc.
It's well, no, he is giving in to killing.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Just because he didn't actually kill him doesn't mean that he didn't like
You know what? I know
mentally think he
you
killed
really
him.
like it when characters go like, "I'm a good guy now," and then you're like, "Oh, "Of course, yeah, yeah." And instead of seeing them
I don't
actually do
think
good
Mark
things,
ever.
you would like it better if the character goes, "I'm a good guy," and then
Yeah,
Mark,
such
instead of
as
seeing
such
Mark
as
actually
such as.
killing things, you'd be okay with Mark being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna kill people now," and that's
No,
it.
I don't. No, I don't like that Mark kills, JD. At no point did I say that I like that Mark kills. I said, yeah,
No, I didn't say you
we're in the
like
dark
that
suit.
Mark kills. I say you like it as a story thing. That I'm saying that
No, I
they just
don't. I
told
don't
you.
like when
They
stories do
just
this.
said it. They just said the words, "I'm going to kill now," but
No,
they didn't
JD.
actually show any of it.
Again. So I'm going to say this again because you're trying to twist my words. You're not going to rage bait me, JD.
You sure about that?
You're not going to go. You're not going to go what every time I say the word what, and then go every time I say
Okay.
You're not going to do that to me.
Well, go ahead. Say
Ethan
your
Klein.
thing, James. Go ahead.
So I got a little lost in the bit. I'm sorry. Um,
Yeah, right.
but yeah, I don't like that they're like doing that. I genuinely don't like when stories have to do this whole testing of faith type shit with their characters, especially because they're just in the dark suit arc, which is also something I find annoying about superhero properties is when they do the dark suit arc, because I think it's not really necessary most of the time. It's a story beat that doesn't really mean much unless you can actually do something interesting with it, which most of them outside of Spider-Man haven't really done.
I mean, I guess
Spider-Man, I think, has had one of the best dark suit arcs. It's why it's so iconic for him to
if
have the
I'm
suit.
guessing, they're just trying to do something different with Mark instead of just the whole I don't want to kill stuff.
Yeah,
Because
it's
that's been the same for 3 seasons, and now they want to change to something different for the fourth season
yeah,
to make it,
but
I
they,
guess, make it more
but
interesting.
again,
But
they do the whole point where he thinks he killed Conquest. He's very convinced he killed Conquest.
like, does
Uh,
Mark actually kill anyone?
it's no, no, much like Angstrom in the
Because
prior season. Which, by the way, I guess technically this whole season was him. The whole reason he was holding back was because he killed Angstrom. I forgot about that. Sorry,
okay,
killed in quotations because Angstrom didn't
because
die.
here's the
He's
thing,
been
right?
alive.
Because Mark does he does like think he killed people, but he didn't actually kill them.
Yeah.
He kills like future King Immortal, which
Oh yeah, that's one.
that was
One
I
official
just
kill.
remember that fight by
One
the way
official
before the
kill.
Mueller one.
Hey,
But
hey,
he's not
he
dead.
tallies at one.
But he killing the Immortal is like trimming a branch from a tree. It's not. It doesn't kill him. He's immortal. Like if you
Yeah,
put his
but I
head
think
back,
like
he's still
I
alive.
think that's the thing with the Immortal and other continuities is that it's like if you're willing and have the technology to do it, you can revive him. But this is a society that fucking hates him, and I don't think they have the technology. I think they're all very stupid people. Hence why the two time travelers are complete fucking idiots.
Yeah,
Played by
they
Blue
were kind
Beetle,
of
by the
funny.
way. As a side note, I love that they were played by him.
They,
He's a great actor. I love to see him. I wish he got a bigger role than the two Karate Kid guys.
um, yeah. So I mean, he kills future King Immortal, who wants him
Mhm.
to kill him. So he just like rips his head off. By the way, Immortal gets like decapitated so many times.
It's dude. I don't know
That's like the
if
only
he
way he
always gets
dies.
decapitated in the original comics, but God,
That's like the only way he dies at this show is he gets decapitated.
in every
It's
world we've seen
hilarious.
of him, he dies that exact same way. Even in like
Yeah.
the evil Mark worlds where we saw them once kill Immortal, that's how he did it.
Yeah, and I don't consider Mark like beating King Immortal as like him being strong or anything because Immortal's just weak as fuck too. He's like
No, Immortal,
he's always
Immortal
been
again,
weak
and
as fuck.
also
And
Mark was
also he wanted him
absolutely
to kill
holding
him.
back.
Also he wanted
Yeah,
him to
he
kill
wanted
him,
him
so
to
it
kill
doesn't
him.
count.
Mark was definitely holding back because this is someone he knows, even if they aren't friends. Someone he knows, and again, he doesn't want to kill people, and only did it as like a last resort type thing. But yeah, again,
Yeah. So in the Mauler fight, they like just wipe the floor with Guardians of the Globe. Uh, and then Mark shows up and then he gets his ass handed to him by like this gun that they have that like nerve shocks you or something.
the nerve
Yeah,
inator,
the nerve shocks you.
the
I
nerve
don't even
rifle.
know if he gets close to them. Like, does he land a punch on them? I don't think so.
I
I don't
think
remember that.
no, I think he gets stopped in his tracks, but then he has to run away because of
He's
the
like dodging
bombs.
all the shots and then he gets shocked and like falls down. And then
Mhm.
Oliver shows up and he's like, "Bro, why don't you just punch them?" And then Oliver like punches them. He like breaks the
Breaks
jaw.
the jaw clean off.
Okay, first of all, is Mark against killing or is he against hurting them? Because
He's
he could
against. I
also
think
just
he's
punch
against.
you could like break their
Well,
arms and stuff,
that's not
right?
even hurting. That's maiming. That's like worse than hurting. That's literally
Oh, boo
physically
hoo,
impairing the
dude. You
person.
hurt these supervillains, these Mauler twins are going to launch an AMP into the fucking atmosphere and ruin the entire world economy. That's what their plan was, by the way.
Yeah, again,
Yeah, boo
Mark
hoo,
doesn't
dude. You
like
break
killing
their
people.
arms and stuff.
Yeah,
So,
again,
what is Mark doing
immoral.
then? If he's fighting these guys, like these villains who are trying to kill him, by the way, and trying to kill him and people that he loves, and it's not that he doesn't want to kill them. He's like, oh, I don't even want to hurt them. I just want to like talk to them, you know. I just want to put down a table. I want to have a tea party with these motherfuckers, man. You know, I don't even want to punch them. I just want a tea party, bro. Like what? You don't even want to hurt them then? Like what are you saying? Not even kill them? Don't want to hurt them? Don't want to kill them? Dude, really? So Oliver comes in, he like punches, he like annihilates this dude's jaw, like it's hanging off his face, and it's like bleeding all over the place. And he's like, I give up. And he's like, dude, look at that. That was simple. You didn't even kill him. You punched his jaw off, and that was fucked up. But like but you could put him in the hospital and shit, and they have like crazy. They have like crazy hospital, by the way. It heals you pretty fast.
My favorite video game next to Crazy Taxi, Crazy Hospital.
Yeah. So Mark doesn't even want to like punch them semi hard, I guess.
Right.
If I don't know. I don't know if he just has no control over how strong he is. Like he's either 0 strength or he's 100. But I mean,
Well, I think Mark knows that if he goes like any stronger, he can like again maim them like Oliver does, and he doesn't want to do that. I think Mark's afraid to like harm people in general, also because of Angstrom. Like again, his whole thing with Angstrom is that the only reason he killed Angstrom, quote unquote, is because Angstrom made such a big deal about how much stronger he was. So Mark thought he was stronger and went all out, and then he's like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Well, he went all out, but guess what? He's not dead. You didn't kill him.
Because
first of all, when
he had enough brain left.
When I was reading, remember when we did that IGN review where the dude was like, Angstrom just came back out of nowhere like a fake death kind of thing, and it was cheap and stuff. After watching it, I totally get what he was talking about, because
I
it cuts.
Guarantee you that's not what he
we
means.
were arguing. We were arguing about how like about I don't know. I don't remember how it went, but it was like Angstrom, who we all thought was dead, just comes back out alive randomly, and that's like with no build-up. I'm pretty
sure they show Angstrom's hand twitch at the end of the episode that they quote unquote kill him in.
I don't remember that. If that is there, it's either so subtle that no one remembered. Like I don't remember it, at least.
Well, it's not even hold on. Firstly, it's not a thing of if you remember or not. It's they showed it, and you may have forgotten, but like they did just
dead
like
bodies
by
can
the way,
twitch
all of a
after
slike,
they die.
He's alive. Yeah, exactly.
Dead bodies can
supposed to be
twitch
like,
after they
oh, is
die.
he dead? Is he alive? It's supposed to leave the question, and then this is the answer. It's not like,
well, I mean,
hey,
the answer was he's dead. Because that's what Mark is struggling. Because you said that's what Mark is struggling through the whole entire show.
Because
everyone
Mark
thinks he's dead.
It's not that again. It's not that Mark did kill him. It's that it's in Mark's mind. He thinks he did.
That's the point. That's the point. Is that they think he killed him.
Yes, I don't think
everyone thinks he's dead, right? And then
again,
when it cuts to him, when it cuts to that scene that shows that he's still alive, you know what he looks like? Do you remember what he looks like when he's dead?
Slime. He's slime.
His whole upper part of his head is just splattered against the ground. Like you see his brains out everywhere. His bottom jaw is split apart like a fucking alien thing, and his tongue is out like lagging. And he goes, "I'm still alive." And then what?
Oh, that's offensive, JD. You can't do that.
I just did. And he goes, and everyone's like, "What? He's still alive?" And then he opens the portal, gets saved by like the robot surgeons.
Voiced by Hellraiser, by the way. I don't know if you know what Hellraiser is.
Yeah, that did they build up to it with like these bots, these little like drones that are like spying on Mark. But you don't actually know what the drones are for. You don't look at it and be like, oh my god, Angstrom, is that Angstrom's bots? No, because Angstrom never had bots like that. It's
because it's building up to that. Well, no, I'm pretty sure he
you don't know where the bots are. You don't think it's Angstrom when it's that. It's only after
you're supposed to think it's Cecil at first. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
Again,
but I'm saying there's no build-up for Angstrom.
It's called build-up. It's the whole reason
they're not building up for Angstrom though, because you don't know who it is.
Oh my god. It's like arguing with a wall. It's like arguing with the people.
I don't understand where you're coming from, James, because
I don't get where you're coming from, because it's like maybe the most insane like.
Okay, here I'm trying to lay out my thought process here, James. Okay, so you see these bots, they're spying on Invincible, and everyone thinks that it's Cecil, right? You as the viewer, you think it's Cecil.
The whole point is that you're
Mark thinks it's Cecil.
So it's building on him. But it doesn't look like anything Cecil's ever used before.
It's building up to be the
idea right away that it's not actually Cecil.
It's not. Where is that coming from?
Because we've never seen Cecil use anything like this. It's new technology. So you're supposed to think, oh, Cecil's found a new way, until Mark confronts him, and even Cecil's like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
So these bots are spying on Mark. Okay, they first of all,
what are you going to say? That Conquest showed up out of nowhere? That there was no buildup for Conquest?
That's also true.
No,
there is no buildup.
What happened with Anissa is? What do you think would happen with Anissa is?
That was last season, and then between that and Conquest. Well, okay, but if you build up something a year ago and then it happens now, like
Yes,
now
that's
at a
called
certain
buildup.
point.
I'm sorry. That's how buildup works.
I mean,
That's how it
okay, but
works.
it's terrible buildup then because everyone forgot about it until now. Okay, and then you come in like, oh no, you bring a flag 20 years ago. Hey, look, remember that? That's the buildup, bro.
25
That's the
years ago.
buildup. Like,
Not
no,
sorry, JD. Not
that's
what
not how
happened
that.
though.
That's not how
I
that's
get
supposed to
it.
go.
Not
So
25 years ago though.
these
So sorry.
bots, you think it's Cecil, everyone think it's Cecil first. Okay, it's not a whole, oh, we don't, oh, it's not a, you see the bot first appearance and you go, oh, that's Cecil. Wait a minute, that's not what Cecil would use, so it must be something else. It's probably Angstrom. No, you don't think that. You just think, oh, it's
No, you
Cecil
don't
spying
immediately
on him
think
with
it's
some
Angstrom.
random
It's
bot.
supposed to imply that there's somebody else, and now you start to think about all the technological people. We saw that Angstrom was a smart man. Him and the Maulers built the fucking machine to merge all the minds. There's only like two fucking people that are like that.
Well, it wasn't
And
that
plus
angst.
all the cuts to a person watching on the other side of the camera.
It didn't
Who the
cut to that,
fuck
by the
else would
way.
it
There's
be?
only that
It
was the reveal,
did.
by the way. So it's only the bots. You see the bots like sprinkled out through some of the episodes, and then it gets to that point where Mark finds the bot, and then it cuts to it's just Angstrom. Angstrom's the one using the bot to spy. Okay, previous to that, you were thinking, oh, it's Cecil, and then they brings it to Cecil, and they're like, yeah, well, it's not us. We'll see who it is, and then they just move on from that. Like it goes to a whole different thing for a while, and then it reveals that, oh, it's just Angstrom watching through the bot, and then you get the Angstrom scene where he's still alive with his brain splattered across the ground. So that that does happen. And that fake death thing, it just like I don't know how I feel about it because it's the whole like that was like Invincible's whole season 3 character development was that Angstrom is dead because he killed him and he's holding back because Angstrom is dead. And then he finds out that Angstrom's not dead, so it's just that whole segment is just like, okay, it's just you what were you doing then? He's not dead. So man, I don't know about that. So that Angstrom is alive. He starts the Invincible War. Actually, previous to this, Mark did have another fight. He fought like this dragon thing, which almost kills him, and then plot armor saves him. Do you remember how that went?
Yes.
So he fights this big dragon, and this dude, like he can summon like a spirit dragon from his like body or something, and then Mark fights it, and he gets his ass kicked by this dragon, and he actually almost dies. Like the dragon has him clawed up, like he stabbed, like the dragon like clawed like 2 big holes in Invincible's body, like it fucked him up. And then Eve was like in the prison getting all the inmates back in, and then the dragon's like has him in his claws, he's about to bite his fucking head off, and then Machine Head just shoots the dude's real body like in the head, and then saves Invincible. So, boom, another like Invincible. You just holding back there, buddy. I mean, you even
No,
killed the dragon.
they've show the fact that he can't kill the dragon.
Well, yeah,
That
you show the
even
fact
when
you can kill the dragon,
even
and
when
then
they
after
thought
that
they
he just
killed the
doesn't.
dragon. Okay,
After
but
that he just doesn't.
so they show that he can't kill the dragon because when they thought he could, it just healed because it's not real. The dragon's not a physical being, the body is. So it's
So
magic
he just
bullshit.
gave
It
up.
doesn't
He's
have
just
like
like, all
actual
right, I'm
rules and
done.
shit. Well, because he's already fighting it and nothing's happening, JD.
Well, I mean, when you take it out, at least it stops it for a moment. I mean, what do you? Yeah, I mean, it's not. It's his like fighting techniques isn't like getting through to it. But so what? He just stops fighting. That's just he just gives up.
He gets grabbed and wrapped up by it.
He throws in the towel. He's like, I'm done.
He literally gets like a serpent like wraps around him.
Yeah,
It's holding
because
him in place.
yeah, because he's weak, right? He's weaker than this dragon thing. So he's weaker than this dragon thing. But his whole arc is that I'm too strong, so that's why I hold back. But he's too weak for this dragon thing, and it's about to kill him. And then plot armor does save him. Like Machine Head pops the dude in the head, and the dragon disappears because the dude, the original body died. So the dragon disappears right before. By the way, like if it happened like sometime in the middle of the fight, it'd be like, all right, that's cool. But it happens like right. They do that thing where it's like he was right about to die, and then boom, circumstance saves him. And then later on, Titan is even like he's back, by the way. Titan is even like oh yeah, a machine had wanted to wait until he kills you before he pops Lou in the head. And I'm like, why didn't he then? You could have just waited like another 10 seconds and just popped him in the head. Like but he saves him. So he saves Invincible from this dragon. That was a fight. And then I think Angstrom shows up with the Invincible War. I don't remember another Invincible fight between that. I think he fights Powerplex. I forgot about that. The Powerplex episode happens. He fights Powerplex, and he's not. Well, he fights Powerplex like in quotations. He's mostly just there to like talk him down, talk him out of it, out of this like hostage situation. But then he does like smack Powerplex like across the head. He goes flying into the room and he's like trying to save these couple of civilians, which I think he could have done. But he gets like spit on and it distracts him, and then Powerplex kills them after that. I don't know how fast Mark is supposed to be, but I felt like during that fight he could have, when he smacked Powerplex aside, he could have went in there, untied them, and got him out before Powerplex comes in and like shocks them all to death. Or not shocks them all, I mean the girl and the baby.
Look, yeah, he's going to untie them, and then she spits on him, and it confuses him. He's like, well, wait, what? Like, doesn't understand. And then immediately after being spit on, Powerplex grabs him by the back of the head and starts electrocuting him with everything he has. It's not like like Invincible sits there for a minute. It's like it's immediately. He's trying to figure out like what.
Yeah, but
what happened.
but with how fast Invincible is, I'm assuming how fast Invincible is. Like, it should be like a whole, like a split second of a. That was confusing. I don't know why they did that, and then continue saving them.
It literally is a split second, because then Powerplex grabs his head.
It wasn't though, because he smacks Powerplex aside, and there's like a whole like 20 seconds where he walks over to her and he's untying him, and then she spits on him, and then she says, "I hate you, Invincible, you fucking monster, you suck." Remember that? She says that whole line, and then Invincible sits there and stares at her because he's processing like the whole like I am a monster, that inner dialogue thing. And then Powerplex jumps on him. So it wasn't a split second.
It was.
Why is that so quiet, James? Because now you remember what that scene was?
No,
how that scene went down?
I just don't care about talking about Vince funny.
But I mean, I'm just saying that's how that scene went down. I just watched it. I literally just watched it.
I also just watched it, Jay.
So I mean, he could have, like, if you were in that moment and you're getting like distracted by this random like shit that's happening, like he could have just untied her like while he's listening to her speak about like about some random shit. They're like panicked or something. You just take him and fly him away, fly him to another place. Like Invincible has like super speed. I'm pretty sure he flew to the moon and back in like
no, sorry,
I don't remember.
I literally just rewatched the scene. So Mark flies over, begins untying her. As he's in the middle of untying her, she spits on him. He goes, "What the?" And then she says her line, and before he can react, Powerplex grabs his head immediately and starts shocking him. So yes, again, it's in the second that she says what she's saying, he grabs Mark by the head. Like, there's no him sitting there for a minute. It's she spits.
Well, I mean, he sits there and listens. He just sits there and listens to her after the thing happens. Like, first of all, Mark has super speed.
The animation's cheap. They got to get the line out. I don't know how to tell you this, but like you're adding like this weird like part of it.
Well, the thing is that
easily explainable here.
It's because I don't understand how the power
animation is cheap, so they need to have.
I don't understand how the power scaling works in the game in this show, because I don't know if he's got like super speed.
Every other power scaling, it's whatever they want it to be whenever they want it to be for narrative. There's no consistency.
But I'm not okay with that.
But JD, genuinely, there's no consistency. Superman is never written the same way ever. They change his power level all the time. It's
I'm complaining about that. Can I not complain about that?
No,
are you going to say to me that that's an okay thing to do?
You're making some of the dumb complaints that like power scalers do. That I just find power scaling annoying. That's it. It's like
I'm finding it annoying right now.
Yeah, Superman can fly through fucking a million different suns all at once to power up and get from one side of the galaxy to the other. That doesn't matter in any other story except for that one where he did that, though. That's what I mean by like, yeah, Mark is very fast, but also Mark took a second to have a human reaction to somebody spitting on him when he's trying to save them. He doesn't understand what's happening. He doesn't understand that she's in on it.
I mean, I get that, but they make the whole point of Mark being able to fly like to the moon and back or whatever, and like
Yes, again,
however
JD,
fast he
it
does.
doesn't
But it's not
matter
in a different story.
outside
It's
of
the
the moment that
same
that ends up
story.
happening.
It's the same
Yes,
story. It's
in
like the
his fight with
same
Conquest,
couple
he doesn't have the
months.
same strength that he normally does, or maybe he does at points. They change it depending on when they want. That's how
Yeah,
it's just
and I'm
it's a
complaining
fictional
about that.
story. It's a fictional story. It happens in every type of fictional story. I
Yeah,
don't care about power scaling. Are we really going to just sit here talking about power scaling?
no, I'm talking about this one specific moment.
But you aren't talking about this one specific moment. You've been talking about this same power scaling issue constantly. The
Well,
show changes his power levels between each scene. That's how every kind of fucking fictional story does it. I don't like it either, but like we can't change that.
well, actually, I've said that his power scaling is
It's
like
inconsistent. I
constant. No,
agree.
I feel like it's pretty constant in the story, and it's that he's always
No, it
weaker
is
than whatever
not.
he's fighting. All right, it's always just weaker than whatever he's fighting. Like he just weak enough to the point where he takes a bunch of damage from it, and then doesn't can't like continue the fight with whatever he's fighting. That's his power scaling. Like, because I never said like I've never complained that, oh, well, he beats this fight super easily, like he kills the dragon in one shot and then saves the whole day there. No,
Well,
I'm
no,
saying
they
that
do
he
beat the
loses every
dragon, but
single
then he
fight.
doesn't do it again, and you're like, well, why doesn't he do it again? It's like, well, yeah, because he realizes he can't actually stop it.
I,
And then gets immediately wrapped up, and then they want him to be weaker so they can have the suspenseful moment of, oh, is Mark about to be gravely hurt? And then, oh wait, no, Machine Head betrayed the person. That it's it's just narrative beats. I don't know. I don't know what to say here.
I don't know what you're saying either, actually. So
It's
anyway,
anyways.
the Invincible War happens, and it's short. Or shorter than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be like an episode and a half, maybe. But they go through day one and day two pretty fast. It feels like they skipped a lot of scenes. Like they cut down on a lot of the storyline for that. So like day one, they show up and they just start breaking stuff everywhere. And then I think Mark fights Mohawk Mark at the prison. And then the team comes in. They already do all that kind of stuff. And then Mark and Eve fight like these other two variants. The I forgot one of them, but the other one was Omni Mark, Omni Man Mark, and this other variant. They start fighting him. Omni Man beats the crap out of Eve, like he snaps her leg when he grabs her, and then he slams her down onto the ground, knocking her out. And then Mark is sitting there. He's like lying on he's like lying next to her, like holding her body, and he's like, and he's looking up at them, like the Weekend. And then Cecil teleports in some Reanimen, and they just like they distract the other two variants enough for them to go to the hospital. And then I think Invincible just sits there for the rest of the war ish because he just doesn't want to leave Eve's side. So like the whole world's getting like annihilated by these variants. So my point was that Mark doesn't take down a single variant actually. He like fights some of them, but he doesn't actually like make one stop being able to fight again. Like knock him out or like take him down, because Mohawk Mark, he gets knocked out by like him and the team and Powerplex, but he wakes up while he's being dragged away. So he sits in the hospital, and then we see a bunch of like other heroes, and they actually like do shit in the Invincible War. They like kill some of these variants. There's like some like Iron Man dude in space. He kills like he kills the Viltrumite Mark, the one with the mustache. I think Oliver. I don't know if Oliver actually killed one. He ran into one,
He gets,
but I
like,
think he just ran away.
in the middle of a fight with one.
Yeah, he
And
ran
like
into
other people join in and save him.
he ran into the one that has like the full mask
Bald
up,
Mark.
like the one that covers the top of his head too.
Yeah, Bald Mark.
Yeah, I think he fights him a little bit, but I think he runs away because I see that Mark again later doing some other stuff.
No, I think he dies.
Maybe he dies. I'm confusing. I might be confusing him with the full the zero coverage mark, the one that's like I miss my
The full
mom.
mask. Yeah.
Yeah, I might be
Yeah, that's
confusing him with
a
that
those
one
are two different. Yeah.
because they have the same color scheme. By the way, those both of them
Just kind
have
of
blue.
inversed.
Both of them are like blue black. They have the blue black suit on, and then the blue is like just the full solid color.
The bald one has the like Mark's color scheme, like Mark's straight up one, and then the full mask has like an inverted color version of it.
Yeah, and then Cecil kills one. He kills like the other mark that's
Cecil
wearing.
in quotations. The
It's
Reanimen get one.
well, I mean, it's Cecil's reanimate. When you think of reanimate, you think of Cecil, like he's the one who like is controlling them, and he also used the little. So he installed like the sound device thing in the Pentagon, and so he used that to like weaken the other Viltrumite mark, the one other one that was wearing
And
like the
they
Viltrumite
killed
outfit.
the Flaxen mark, I think.
No, the Flaction one survives until the meetup at the end.
No, he doesn't.
He
The
does.
Flaxen one
He's the
dies.
one. He's the line. He's the guy who delivers the line. We could just torture him instead of kill him. And then all the other marks are like, yeah, we
The
agree with that.
Flaxen mark is the one in the armor,
Oh, I
the one
I
that they kill in the Pentagon.
I have no idea.
That's the Flaxens. They're the time traveling alien, not time traveling, but like the time distorted aliens.
Did they only kill one in the Pentagon, or is it two?
I think they kill one.
All right. Yeah,
But yeah, it's
I
the
thought it was a
Flaxen one they kill.
Viltrumite suit, but it might have been just a Flaxen suit then.
I know. Let me double check because I think
Um, but I just know that Cecil killed one. The what was it? Some other heroes managed to like take down a couple. I think we just see it just like flashes by like a couple corpses of them.
yeah, they kill the Flaxen mark.
Okay. Yeah, they
It kind of looks like that, I guess, because
they
it's
do
got the white
flash
on it.
by. I remember the scene being like kind of red. It was just all like red. So I guess it was a little
Yeah,
hard to tell. But yeah, Donald actually like he gets in there. He wants a piece of that pie. So
Dawn's like, send me out.
yeah, yeah, Donald's all like
I was made for this.
Donald's like, sir, I could do this. And it's he's like, all right.
We can always rebuild
That
you,
was actually
Donald.
really funny. And he was even funnier when like the Brit guy he pulls Donald from like some rubble, and then he's like, "You all right?" And then Donald he pulls Donald up, and it's just his upper torso, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm good.
Most of me.
Most of me is good." And Donald's a real one.
Yeah, the Brit guy is, by the way, voiced by the fucking not Walking Dead.
The guacamole.
No, the fucking Breaking Bad Walter guy,
Oh,
the old bald guy from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul,
is
who
it the guy
says
who was in that meme where he's like unhappy and then smiling side by
no,
side?
that's Mike. This is
Okay.
this is the guy who does the whole I had a guy. You're not that guy.
I didn't watch Breaking Bad, so I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah. So the war happens, and I think day 3 is when Angstrom is just like, all right, let's wrap it up. We did what we needed to do here, and so he gathers all of them above Mark's house, and it's like 6 or 7 of them that are still alive. And I'm thinking these are the ones that are like the strongest out of all of them. I think the rest of them died.
I think it's confirmed that of the remaining, by the way, the prison invincible is the weakest one.
Oh, okay. The one who's like
Got the
burned.
fucked up
Looks
face.
yeah, you fucked up
my
my
face.
face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
so
know the
the prison
the
one.
Mitchell Shepard mark. Down the Freeman mark.
Yeah. Also, you made it. I think I remember hearing you talk about Sinister Mark's voice being like super nasally or something. But when I was watching it back,
Angstrom.
it's only when he shouted Angstrom. But when he's talking normally, he kind of sounds relatively normal. Like it's not.
No,
It
he's
doesn't
got like
sound like
he's got
Mark
that
Mark.
nasal the whole time.
I was thinking like he was gonna sound like this
Best
all the time.
tiger.
He's gonna sound like this all the time, and he's gonna be like
It does.
Angstrom.
When he's like best tiger, what are you gonna do? Shoot. That's what he sounds like when he says it.
uh, no, it was more normal. It didn't sound that nasally. It was up until he said until he shouted Angstrom. Then that one became like super nasally. He went like Angstrom. What's crazy is that he wasn't even the one that was like super aggro on Angstrom like right away. He was like one of the more chill ones. It was like the I can't tell if it's the Mohawk one or the it was one of the other ones that were like, dude, what are you talking about? We should just kill you right now. And he's like shouting at him. It's probably the Mohawk one.
No, because Mohawk's the one that goes, no, we shouldn't kill him. We should torture him.
Right. It maybe it was the Australian one. Or is that one Australian?
Australian one? What?
There's one that has like a weird accent, and I can't place what the accent is.
The one with the grifter mark, the one with the mask that was with
yeah, it
Omni
might have
Mark?
been that one.
That's supposed to be Southern. That's
Oh,
that's
okay.
Stephen Young's best attempt at a Southern accent.
Oh well,
Oh, cool.
It was sort of
Joins
it
me.
was an
Cool.
accent. So yeah.
Like, let me see who's in the remaining group of guys.
So
Let me
they
see
all
who
get
that is.
sent back into they all get sent into the void dimension, like the Deadpool and Wolverine forgotten dimension. What do they call that? The void. It wasn't the void.
It might have been Bald Mark. Oh, or the pro-slavery mark, as people were referring to
Pro
him.
slavery.
Yeah, you know.
Right. Yeah, I know. I know. So yeah, they're all back together and they get sent to the dimension and they're just trapped there. And then Angstrom fights current Invincible,
Extra.
who like gets teleported by Cecil. They're like Cecil's like, yeah, we found him. He gets teleported by Cecil and he's like, I thought I killed you. I mourned you. He does like the GTA 5 Trevor dialogue to Michael. I mourned you. I was so lonely. He says that, by the way. And then
Angstrom says that
no, Mark says that. And then
to Angstrom. What?
yeah, to Angstrom, he says, don't you know what I've been through? I mourned you. I was so lonely. Gives him a little smooch. But then he gets attacked by a bunch of these bots, the same ones that were spying on him. And there's just like a huge flood of it, like a big stream. He punches through it, and then he gets like Angstrom by like the neck, and he's like I'm about to kill him, and then Oliver flies in, and he's like, yeah, do it, kill him, and then Mark's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, I'm about to kill him.
Little instigator that he is.
Yeah, it's crazy that he kind of came out of nowhere at the end there. He flies in from nowhere, and he's like, kill him, do it. I think that was his first words. He's like, you have to do it, you have to kill him, and then Mark is like, yeah, you're right, and then he gets bonked in the head.
I do.
He gets bonked in the head by one of the bots, and then drops Angstrom, and he escapes back into the techno surgeon dimension. And then Mark goes Angstrom. He does the same yell because they're all Mark. But yeah, and that was the end of Invincible War. Like it was
well, then the techno drones are like, you failed to deliver.
Yeah, they were like, bend over, show me that ass, and then Angstrom's like, what? And then
not say that. You're
Angstrom's like,
so much.
what are you talking about? And then Angstrom gets like taken by the techno surgeons. They keep him there. What else? I think in the cleanup after the Invincible War, Conquest shows up.
Yep.
Right when Mark lifted a rock or something, and he walks over to throw up from seeing a dead body. And then Conquest is just like, ready for my arrival. And then he's
stand ready for my arrival, worm.
His fight was, I mean, we're running out of time. I do have to go, so I'll just make it a quick thing. Is that it was great. The fight was amazing. I like that.
It had
Eve
really
had some
good
pretty great
animated
moments
that I didn't think they would add. Like Mark's
Uh,
hair.
yeah. When they animate Mark, by the way, like his facial features when he's getting like thrown around, getting fucked up, he looks like a completely different person
People
at
did
some
put side by
points.
sides, by the way, of what their like animation models look like for season
Yeah.
1 and season 3, and people are like, "Wow, he looks completely different." And everyone's response is, "You would too if like your face was smashed apart on a regular basis and had to heal itself back together."
Mm. Yeah. So he looks a little different in animation, but I'm okay with that because the animation was it was good, very good. Oliver gets like bitch smacked into the next dimension.
The get ready for pain.
He get like Conquest. He
I've been
fully
running
winds up.
around.
He like fully winds up and he just lets it rip like the full smack open palm and then smacks Oliver in the face. He get bounces off the ground, Looney Tunes style. That
It's
was
so
cool.
good.
I liked Eve's fight with Conquest, where she's like makes herself some Iron Man armor and puts out some shields and makes a hammer and stuff. That was pretty cool. She gets absolutely decimated by Conquest, unfortunately.
Completely not out of her league because she does like do a good job of fighting him, but
She's like
like
almost there. She's like maybe like 2 steps behind. She's like two
if she
levels
just
down
stopped
from it.
doing like if she just stopped pulling a Green Lantern and just making energy constructs
Yeah.
and did more of like the fucking like water appearing type stuff,
She should do what she first did. She's like, oh, I made
you
the air
know,
dense, and then just
yeah,
like it's like slowed down Conquest. He's like,
make the
what?
air dense more, like
Dude, make the air dense in his lungs or something. Maybe she can't do that. Maybe the air the dense like
change the
around his head or something.
change the properties of his arm, like I know you can't affect living matter. He
Yeah,
has
but
a
his arm's
robot arm
robot,
though,
so you
so
could
you're
do that,
fine.
right? No,
Yeah.
I guess it was in the moment. She wasn't thinking about it,
Is that a
so
respect for her teammate robot that she can't do that to other robots?
that's right. But she gets like she gets speared. A botched spear happens on her, and she falls to the ground like dead.
You know, Conquest would be the kind of wrestler that would do botch spears
He
intentionally.
looks like it.
A
So
a real fucking
yeah, and
Goldberg
then
over here.
Mark gets like enraged. By the way, Mark he's getting his ass kicked by Conquest because Conquest
Oh,
is
he
like
is getting
he is the guy.
jungled.
Conquest is the guy.
I said jungled.
So both Mark and Oliver and Eve, they get their shit rocked by Conquest. And I don't even think
Hmm.
he's trying actually. He might
No,
be trying like maybe a little bit later, he's a little bit tired. But he's not he's like playing around like the whole fight. So
this is
he's
fun to him.
shitting on these guys. And then
Get shit
Invincible,
on.
yeah, Invincible's like he's got a choke hold on Invincible and he does that whole I'm so lonely thing. And he gets blasted by Eve, who wakes up and has that like that Adam Warlock self resurrection Marvel Rivals reference.
Which a lot of people are like, "Where did that come from?" And it's
I didn't
one
know
of
where
the
that came
many
from either.
things.
I didn't watch
It's
the
from
special.
the Adam Eve special, which is like the in between season thing.
Yeah, I didn't watch that, so I didn't know that
I
happened.
know, I
But
know.
you know what? It was cool. So
You're allergic to peak. I get it.
I when the episode is cool, I'm okay.
No, I get it. You
My
don't gotta make
disbelief has been
excuses for what you
suspended.
are. You don't gotta make excuses for
Yeah.
what you
The
are. I
reason why I
understand.
didn't like the Powerplex one so much is because I found most of the episode kind of
Because
boring.
you're BM.
I found most of the episode kind of boring, so my suspension disbelief was not there at that moment.
Shady,
But in
it's
this
okay, man.
episode, it's
You don't
there.
gotta defend yourself.
It's there.
We know what you are. I
She
know what you
blasts
are.
sheep. She blasts all his skin off, like gives him like 5th-degree burns
Fillets
over
him.
90% of his body. And then Mark headbutts the shit out of him. And
Yeah.
that was cool. That was cool. Cecil shows up and he's like, "Oh shit, I was not." Cecil shows up and he's like,
you.
"I'm sorry, Mark. I was not familiar with your game." And then the season ends when Mark is talking with Oliver and he's like, "Yeah, you know what? I think I am gonna kill people now." And then the season ends. So, hey, I'm excited for season 4. It was pretty good. Um, can we get some? Can we get some like Mark beating the shit out of some people or something? Like I need to see him like killing people. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's gonna be coming up pretty soon.
That is going to happen, by the way. That they're
That's that.
100% leading up to that.
Yeah. I am excited for season 4 because we're finally getting an original plot line for the show.
Oh, did you look at that?
I say original. It was the scrapped plot line that they originally never did in the comics that they wanted to do. I'm super
Ooh.
excited for that.
Okay, well,
Uh,
when that happens,
fucking
I'm gonna be there shitting on it
Damien
too.
Darkblood, baby.
I'm gonna be there shitting on it too, and then
Yeah. JD's gonna have really bad incorrect opinions that are like easily explained, and then he's gonna be like, James, what are you talking about?
when you said that I was never gonna rage bait you, and then I say my take on it, and then you start having the
It's just
dizzy.
it's
You start
such
getting
a
the
bad take.
you
Like,
start getting the
it's not even
dizziness.
like a joke bad take. It's
You
just
start
a
getting the
genuinely bad
dizziness. You
take.
start getting the and
No,
then
I just
slam
sat
on the
back in my
table.
chair and just didn't say anything. And when you said the thing,
I was
and I said it
really
quietly, I was
hoping that
like,
you were gonna
I
get to
can
that
hear
point
it.
where you go and then slam the table.
No, you're never gonna get me there. You're gonna get me annoyed, like you did
I'm gonna
here,
get
where
you.
it's
I
like,
get you to the point where you're like
you say-
tired.
you're gonna say something that's really dumb, and I'm gonna be like, no, what? No. Yes, JD, they showed us exactly his character. They showed us
Nuh-uh.
exactly how he would be in this situation.
No, they
showed this-
didn't.
They
Nuh-uh.
set this up the whole season.
It was no setup. No setup. No set, no up.
It's very sub.
A little inside bit right at the end.
Little inside baseball.
So set, so up.
So up. Shut up. So
With
set,
that,
so
if you
up.
guys enjoyed, you should like, subscribe. I've got to get going.
Oh, yeah.
But if you like James,
subscribe.
all of his links are in the
I didn't know
description.
if you heard it. I didn't know
Go
if
check
you
him out on
heard
his go check him out on his stream. And that's it for me, James. Bring us out.
it. So Vince